selecting ManageEngine was the right choice because it's less convoluted and easier to adapt, I believe, across the organization. My name is Sam Kutondo, and I work for the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Canada. We're based out of Ottawa, Ontario, and I supervise the cybersecurity affairs of the Canadian operations. So the Seventh-day Adventist Church has about 11 entities within Canada. We have a branch that deals with the humanitarian support, which is called the Adventist Disaster Risk Management. And we have offices in pretty much the east, the west, and the headquarters is in Oshawa. I always like to think that when you know the vulnerabilities that exist, it's one thing to wake up and think everything looks nice because the network is running, because Wi-Fi connects. But how do you know what vulnerabilities are there? So ManageEngine has been able to help us put an eye on that. Not just that, be able to gain logs from the firewall, from all the other platforms, bring it into focus so that you have a more educated or more detailed view of what's going on in the organization. So selecting ManageEngine was the right choice because it's less convoluted and easier to adapt, I believe, across the organization. The first thing that comes to mind is the ease of use of the platform. The user interface is pretty good, and also you have the logs being collected into one place where you can correlate events and see what's going on. You can reach out to somebody, you can go granular and look at, okay, what are the events? Where did it start? When did it start? What time did it start? And the fact that you can turn on the notification and not just wait until you log on to the platform and find out, oh, the world is burning. We currently use the Log360 Cloud, which of course has the event analyzer. And then we also use a separate entity of AD Audit Plus. And we've been using those. I've been in my role for the last 2 years, and we've been using them for the last 2 years that I've been there. It was previously Log360 on-prem, then I just migrated it to the cloud so that I have a better view. I personally think that when you migrate from on-prem to in the cloud, there's almost an expectation of you're getting the latest and greatest, which is great. But I think you don't want to lose functionality. But I think overall the rules are good. You can tweak the rules. You can minimize the amount of alerts, and I think that's so far the experience has been great. And your support team has been absolutely great. Every time I've reached out to them, they've got back to me, and we've set a time when we go through it and get everything resolved so we can walk through it. We're still tweaking it. We're still not exactly where we want it to be, but that's the whole idea, is you continuously improve and tweak until you are exactly where you need it to be, using privileged access. So what I love about ManageEngine is that the moment somebody logs on with privileged access, I get to know right away. And I get to know when they've logged off, so that should I see anything after that I'm like, okay, wait a minute, something's not right. I get to see processes that might indicate compromise. So I have that advanced kind of overview, and that enables me to either set my mind on, okay, this is something that I need to pay attention to, or this is something that I didn't know. One of the things that I love about ManageEngine is that we use a backup solution that unfortunately tends to create alerts that could be construed as one thing or the other. So the moment I see those ManageEngine alerts, then I know that, hey, my backup is either grown exponentially, or this is something that's not normal. So I need to look into my backups and see what's going on. Whereas before, I'd have to log into my backups, see what's going on. But now you get to know the indications of compromise ahead of time. Or if something does not look right, you can at least correlate to what's going on and be able to figure out what you need to do. Because when you are alone in the role that like I am, chasing every alert can be a daunting task. And it's not exactly something that I enjoy doing. So just being able to reduce those alerts to the ones that I need to pay attention to then is very, very helpful. And so I've had this experience with ManageEngine since 2013, but I've grown into it. Started with AD Audit, now it's AD Audit Plus, and now Log 360, which, again, it gives me a level of comfort because I've known the product for a little while. What has been the outcome is we have improved on our cybersecurity maturity profile. And that's what we are seeking to do. We came from an organization that trusted itself, but we know that the world does not operate like that, and so just being able to bring focus to the cybersecurity framework that we need to pay attention to what constitutes a breach, how can we prove that something's happening, I think has been very helpful. You need the tools. You need the people, but you also need the tools, and ManageEngine has been the tool for us.